Humble obeisance all goes to Srila Prabhupada. Okay, let's offer my prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuronmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shrirupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नमस्कृत्प्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकीम्. Okay, before starting, wish you all happy Uttan Ekadashi. And today is the first day of the Bhishma Panchaka, and also today is the disappearance day of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. So auspicious day. I'm feeling blessed to speak on Srimad Bhagavatam on such an auspicious day. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity. Though I have no qualification to talk on this subject matter, I'm taking this opportunity just to please Guru Maharaj, Vaishnavas, and especially for my purification. I seek blessings from Guru Maharaj and all the assembled Vaishnavas present and not present, so I can speak something beneficial for all. Please forgive me in case if I misspoke or misspeak because of my ignorance. Amantrya chabhyanujñātah parishvajjapi vadyatam aruroha ratam kaischit parishvakto vivaditah. Amantrya chabhyanujñātah parishvajjapi vadyatam aruroha ratam kaischit parishvakto vivaditah. The word-to-word meaning. Amantra, taking permission. Sha, and abhyanujñātah, being permitted. Parishvajya, embracing. Abhivadya, bowing down at the feet. Tam, unto Maharaj Yudhishthira. Aruroha, ascended. Ratham, the chariot. Kaischit, by someone. Parishvaktaha, being embraced. Abhivadataha, being offered obeisances. Translation. Afterwards, when the Lord asked permission to depart and the king gave it, the Lord offered his respects to Maharaj Yudhishthira by bowing down at his feet, and the king embraced him. After this, the Lord, being embraced by others and receiving their obeisances, got into his chariot. Purport to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Maharaj Yudhishthira was the elder cousin of Lord Krishna, and therefore, while departing from him, the Lord bowed down at the king's feet The king embraced him as a younger brother, although the king knew perfectly well that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord takes pleasure when some of his devotees accept him as less important in terms of love. No one is greater than or equal to the Lord, but he takes pleasure in being treated as younger than his devotees. These are all transcendental pastimes of the Lord. The impersonalist cannot enter into the supernatural roles played by the devotee of the Lord. Thereafter, Bhima and Arjuna embraced the Lord because they were of the same age. But Nakula and Sahadeva bowed down before the Lord because they were younger than he. Okay, so from this verse, I'm getting 2 points. One is that how the Vedic lifestyle of respecting elders and how that particular principle is being deteriorated as the time progresses. And the second one is how the Lord is exhibiting his qualities or performing duties, though he does not have to perform anything in this world. He is not obliged to perform any duties, but still he performs. In the Bhagavad Gita, 3rd chapter, before going that, so in the last 6 verses, we were learning more about, like, the devotees spoke about the qualities exhibited by the Yudhishthira Maharaj after the leadership qualities exhibited by Yudhishthira Maharaj after hearing from Bhishma Dev and Lord Krishna. How the kingdom was very prosperous, everything is abundant and no scarcity, and all the subjects or living entities were very happy. Example, due to its fatty milk bags and cheerful attitude, the cows used to moisten the grazing ground with milk. Maharaj Yudhishthira being called as Ajnata Satru, having no enemies. All living beings in the kingdom does not have any mental agony or distress. So with that, like how the leader should live, like I think the first 6 verses were talking about. And the next 7 to 14 verses, basically the Krishna is preparing himself to depart from Hastinapur. And after establishing Maharaj Yudhishthira on the throne of Hastinapur, Krishna stayed there for some time to pacify his sister Subhadra. And after spending some time with the devotees and Pandavas and all the people in Hastinapur, now Krishna wanted to leave to Dwaraka. So here Krishna is showing in this verse, like he is paying obeisances to Yudhishthira Maharaj, though he does not have to do it. So just to set the example. In this regard, like Krishna mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, 3rd chapter, verses 21 to 24, 3rd chapter, 21st verse, I'm reading the translations. Whatever action a great man performs, common men follow. And whatever standards he set by exemplary act, all the world pursues. And 22nd verse, O son of Pritha, there is no work prescribed for me within the 3 planetary systems, nor am I in want of anything, nor have I need to obtain anything, and yet I am engaged in prescribed duties. And 3rd chapter, 23rd verse, for if I ever fail to engage in carefully performing prescribed duties, O Partha, certainly all men would follow my path. And 3rd chapter, 24th verse, if I do not perform prescribed duties, all these worlds would be put into ruination. I would be the cause of creating unwanted population, and I would thereby destroy the peace of all living beings. So whole Bhagavatam has many examples supporting these statements, like Krishna performs his duties, but this is one of them. Like when Krishna descended to earth, like he performed so many roles, but every role, whatever he performed, is just to set as an example for the living entities. Like when he went to Sandipan Muni ashram as a student, he does not have to go to, because all these scriptures are established by him and he knows everything, what is to be done and what is not to be done. But still he goes to the Sandipan Muni ashram to set the example that for the at the younger age, we need to be in a Gurukul or school to learn things. It's not that we know everything. Similarly, here, Krishna is setting the example again, paying respects to the elders. So, next one in the Bhagavad Gita 4.8, the Pavitra Paritranaya Sadhuna, the translation, to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, I myself appear millennium after millennium. So here, establishing dharma and for annihilating the miscreants, it can be, Krishna can achieve that through his paraphernalia, through his associates. But the personally, he descends to the earth in order to give pleasure to his devotees and to deliver them. So, and while descending to the earth, he is following all religious principles set as an example, though he is not obliged to do any of these rules. Actually, the principles of religion can only be laid down by the Lord himself and no one else. It's like in the Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 3rd chapter, 19th verse, where it said, like, Dharmam sakshat bhagavat pranitam. No one can manufacture a religious principle by imperfect speculation. So, in generally, public people are living entities who are less intelligent need a leader who can lead them in a right way or teach them by example. A lot of us know that when the young children, at least I observed in my children, that when they watch like these cartoons where the firefighters or policemen or those things, they get so inspired, like means they're helping the people or in the community. So they want to be one of them. Like a lot of when we ask when they're young, they always say that, oh, I want to become a firefighter to help someone, or I want to become a policeman to help someone. Similarly, actually, we all have someone or the other in our lives as role models, because they are the examples. We think they're the great people and we should want to achieve like something like them. So recently I was hearing the promo of the Obama's book, A Promised Land, where it looks like he wrote so many pages about how he got inspired by Mahatma Gandhi in his younger ages and how that changed his life. So similarly, actually, when we think, like I think in Prabhupada Lilamrita, it was mentioned that I think Prabhupada thought it would be easier for great leaders like Mahatma Gandhi to take the Krishna consciousness in movement way deeper into the communities. But, and also with the similar thought, Prabhupada wrote many letters to Mahatma Gandhi regarding the matter, but with no successful response back from him. So means in our thought, it would be good. And with that, like we can say, like who is a leader? So means anyone can act in a good way to inspire people, but who is actually a real leader? A leader is the one who talks and acts in the same way, and there is no difference between their actions and their preaching. They abide by the triangle of Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. I mean, whatever is being told by Guru and whatever is being accepted by Sadhus and whatever is mentioned in the Shastras. And if we say, like in the current world, there are so many bogus gurus who preach nice philosophy to followers, but in private, they perform so many prohibited activities. So these people can never be a real leader or guru. They're just the cheaters, cheating to make their lives. In the scriptures, there are many great examples of leaders are given, and mainly the 12 Mahajans. And always the leaders are like, I think in the last chapter, the Bhishma Dev was instructing Maharaj Yudhishthir on the principles of dharma, the duties. In that, like Prabhupada mentioned a detailed explanation of dharma of a king or a leader. So the leader's responsibility is to make sure that the living entity, the subjects under their purview, are reaching their goal of life. What's the goal of life? The goal of life is to be liberated from the cycle of birth and death. And the natural leaders of the world are generally the parents, teachers, and kings. Their duty is to make sure their subjects are guided in proper path to be liberated from the cycle of birth and death. See, in our day-to-day life, we are influencing so many living entities directly or indirectly. And as practicing Vaishnavas, we must develop that Vaishnava qualities and avoid the duality. What we talk and act should be the same. And all devotees are the representatives of the Lord, and the way we act and the way we talk are the examples for the general public to accept the Lord as Supreme Lord or not. So means that's why we need to be very careful in our actions and what we are speaking. So we all have, as a devotees, great responsibility to act and talk according to the scriptures. So more living entities can be attracted towards the Lord and attain their purpose of human life. And that's what I think, that as devotees, we need to be careful in our actions and what we are preaching. We should avoid the duality. This is another just example which is happening in the current American politics. I was hearing I think during the campaigning time, so they were saying so I'm one saying America great again, and someone was saying, I think Biden was saying America first. But when yesterday I was listening, means how much people are in distress and they have their own opinions, and how the leaders should act like and how they should be. When Biden is picking his cabinets, I'm guessing the other person who is commenting or showing his opinion is from the other. I'm guessing might be a Republican or something. So he was saying, so with the cabinet pick, so whatever Biden was talking about America first, that thought is gone. So he's not putting his campaign votes in his cabinet picks. What I was saying is when the leaders are not by this Shastra and not guided by the proper Brahmanas, they can never be able to satisfy the views of the general public. Means everyone would have their own views and then they'll be keep commenting. They can never be able to satisfy them. So that's where the leaders needs to be guided by the proper Vaishnavas who are knowledgeable in the Shastras. With that, I'll conclude. Thank you. And please forgive me if I misspoke anything. And with that, I'll open up for comments or questions. I'm not sure how much I would be able to answer, but other senior Vaishnavas can share their thoughts. If no questions or comments, maybe I guess we can conclude the call. Thank you for presenting for today's morning Bhagavatam class.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances too.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for the very nice class, and how you have expanded on this, that how we learn from the how the Shreshtas Acharit, that one, that is how you applied that one to this verse. It's a very nice. I mean, through the generations, we have forgotten what is the righteous or the right way to respect and respond to situations, or to honor our seniors and everything. And we can see in the current generation there is so they are so unaware of all these customs and practices that we used to have. When the Lord Himself performs those activities, we feel so so humble and touched in our hearts by those. That's very nice aspect of this one that you have highlighted. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. It's not even actually when you're saying that thing. So I was just remembering this example, right? In the battlefield, Arjuna and Dronacharya, they both are on the different sides. Their opponents. Still, Arjuna tried to take his blessings from Dronacharya just by putting an arrow at the feet of his guru. And the same way, like Dronacharya blessed Arjuna, again, same way with an arrow, just touching his, not exactly head or something closer to that, going above his head. So, yeah, all those traditions are like,
yes,
even though they are opponents, they never consider themselves as opponents, so they still respected their positions.
Yes, that is so, and especially in the current situation, in the background of the American politics, it was so like exposing to the world where this democracy has fallen. I mean, like they have no respect for the traditions, how one president, and the democratic process itself is put to shame. And that is like, that shows the degradation of the times, and we have to have the traditions and the processes kept up nicely. Otherwise, everything will fall into total degenerate situation. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you.
So if no further questions or comments, maybe we can close down. Ringal Prabhu, you're there or?
Just on time, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Okay, sure, Prabhu. Yeah. Okay, Prabhu, I think we can close down at 7:26.
And Prabhu?
I think so, Prabhu.